trying me hard if I'm pitching it like that.
This is the moment we have all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Brought to you by Kawasaki and Bauer's Stunt Shows. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live Kawasaki Raw Arena. Every once in a while there is a seismic shift in the world of entertainment. A moment when talent, technology and innovation combine to change the game forever. You're about to witness unrivaled skill, precision and passion. Live from the NEC Birmingham, this is Refined Raw. Please put your hands together for today's host.
Right, good morning Birmingham. I hope you're having a good day at the NEC so far, but we're about to make it 10 times better, guys. Looks like we've got a good sized crowd here as well, so I'm hoping that you guys are going to make loads of noise throughout the show. We're going to be demonstrating 3 different styles of action and extreme sports to everybody still around this arena today. So we're going to be showing you some superbike freestyle, we're going to be showing you some parkour, and also some mountain bike trials, guys. The athletes that we got are some of the best in the world. So the more noise you make for them throughout the show, the bigger the tricks are just going to get for you. So I'm just going to introduce you to our team. First of all, British and European stunt freestyle champion is Mr. Lee Powers. Give a round of applause, please, guys. The bike that he's currently on right now, nearly taking the arm off with it, is actually up for grabs, guys. We're giving this motorbike away for free. If you want to win this machine, head over to the Kawasaki website, pop your details on there, and it can be yours for absolutely nothing, guys. So once again, put your hands together for Lee Powers, guys! So this guy is going to be going all out for you today throughout the show. He's going to be showing you all kinds of tricks. So now on to something a little bit different. We've got our main man Neil Hudson. He's a parkour expert. He's actually the Kawasaki Ninja, guys, and he's going to be showing you some really insane stuff on this rig that we brought out with us. All the way through to the finals of Red Bull Wild in Motion in Sweden as well. It's Neil Hudson, guys. Right, so last but not least, we've got something completely different for you as well. We've got some mountain bike trials, which is all about precision, agility, timing, and you need a lot of bottle to do some of the tricks this guy's going to be doing. He's got 8 world records, guys, British champion. Make some noise for Andre Burton, guys. So that is the team that will be performing for you today, guys. And like I said, the more noise you make for them, the better the tricks are going to get. They are sound activated and they need some support from you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Lee Powers ready on the first of 3 machines. But before we start doing any tricks, I need to make sure you guys can make some noise. So I'm going to count to the number 3. I can see we've got some really noisy looking kids in the crowd as well. So I'm counting on you guys to make some noise on the count of 3. If you make enough noise, we'll start the show. If not, we're just going to go and have a cup of tea and a biscuit in the Kawasaki lobby over there, guys. So let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3! Do you know what, guys? I'm literally just going to pull the plug if you think that's a acceptable amount of noise volume. That was terrible, guys. We need even more noise than that. Let's double the volume. 1, 2, 3! Now that's a little bit more like it, guys. So now we can finally start the show. Now we know you want to see the tricks. So we're going to start on a KX110. Here we go, guys. So we're starting with some of the easier stuff with some of the smaller machines. Throughout the show, the tricks are just going to be getting more difficult as we go along. So this is a full factory KX110. The only difference about this bike is we've got straight plates on the rear wheel, guys, on the left side and the right side of the rear wheel. Now Lee has been riding most of his life. He spent more time on 2 wheels than on 2 wheels. He actually started on a KX80 back in the day, so riding this little machine's really nostalgic for him, and he absolutely loves riding it, guys. So once again, put your hands together for Mr. Bauer Stunts, guys! So on this bike, he's going to be demonstrating some wheelies, some stoppies. I'm sure he'll probably be trying to do a couple of 180s around each end and turn himself around. So straight up onto the seat there, guys. We're actually streaming on Facebook Live to 2.2 million followers right now as well. So jumping straight on those back stop pegs, getting the circles on in the middle of the arena, keeping that foot up in the air nicely there. We fully changed the ring around for this show as well. Let's see if we get a wheelie there. One-handed, guys, who wants to see some noise by the looks of things. So, pulling on that throttle, getting that front wheel in the air again there. Sat on the seat, one foot off the bike, trying to keep the balance. Little gap there, taking the hands off at the top. One-handed up, one foot, guys. Circles. Now make sure you're hitting me up on all social media as well, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, the man himself. Right, so we're going to make the tricks even more difficult now on this little 110 Kawasaki machine we've got here. He's going to lean so far back on this next wheelie, he's going to get his hand on the floor. Now your cue to make some noise for our Stunt Pro is as soon as that hand touches the floor, guys, I want you to go absolutely bonkers and make some noise. Here we go. Now he's got to lean right back. There we go, guys. Absolutely killing it. Come on, guys. He wants more noise by the looks of things. That was the first installment from Lee Bowers. That was the first of 3 machines. Put your hands together for Lee one more time, guys. So that was a bit of petrol power. We're going to switch it up now. And we're going to move on to some pedal power. Now this guy has been competing at the highest level all over the world all year. Won the British Championships, and he's becoming top 3 every UCI World Championship with some of the biggest riders. Now he's also been riding for a very long time. He comes from Devon, and you can follow him on Instagram and Twitter as well, guys. That's Andre's first line out of the way. Put your hands together for Andre Burton. So throughout the show, you're going to see Andre using more of the bigger parts of the apparatus. He's just going to be getting bigger and bigger every time on this, okay? So now we're going to move on to our parkour specialist. Hit his Instagram up at Little Mr. Energy. Now this guy competes at the highest level all over the world. And he also trains the youth from all over the UK in the ways of parkour and free running. So he actually had his bike stolen, so he's only got the trainers on his feet, working his way up. Now your handstand split. Put your hands together for Neil Hudson, guys. Right, side tuck flip there as well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neil Hudson. Now he's working his way up the ladder, straight down, big jump all the way down to the flat. Neil, guys! So now we're going to need 2 volunteers. I'm going to pick you guys. Oh, do you know what? All week we've had no hands up, we've literally to drag people in, but we're going to have you, buddy. Oh, do you know what, dude? I thought I could bring you in. So if you can bring this young man around here, one of our team's going to let you on, Mr. Bowers. Can you come allow our volunteers in? So if we bring the volunteers in, they're here, coming round. We just got so many people to come through. Now if you can just wait here for a second, buddy. We're going to bring you in on the next bit, alright? But you know what? Can we have a round of applause for our volunteers? Look at our next volunteer. Let's bring you in over here. Come here. Look at this little lad there. Do you know what? He's got more bottle than anyone has this week at the NEC. We've had no volunteers. So let's bring you in. I'm going to bring you in here. Neil, can you get into position? Let's bring you Stunt. You come here, buddy. Oh, look at him, he's a cute one, isn't he? Look. You got that, buddy? You got that, yeah? Just do not move. Right, so we're going to see how many people are free runner can flip over in this part of the show. Don't move. Little man, do not move. Yeah, oh, give a round of applause. Is that cool? So now we're going to bring our other volunteer in. So we've gone from 3 to 4 volunteers. And then we're going to raise the bar even more. We're just going to keep letting that gap bigger and bigger. So here we go. We've got 4 volunteers now. Right, dude, you ready, mate? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Round of applause, guys. Number 2 volunteers. Stop. So we'll bring you in over here, dude. And one from the end as well. Well, you go choose someone. Look, there's loads of hands up. Look. We only need one more, so you go get them. Go and pick your volunteer then, Lee. So we've gone from 4 and we're going to boost it up to 6. Also, if you've got an iPhone or a smartphone, make sure you're downloading that K-World app, guys. Keep updated on all the latest news. So yeah, 4 volunteers, straight up to 6. So we got 1. Yeah, we have got 6 there. I nearly lost count then. Are you alright, dude? Are you alright? You're the man. Can we have a round of applause for him one more time? Look at him. Amazing. So can we get a clap on as well for this bit, guys? Right, here we go. Really need to get the speeding on this one. Yes, Neil. Straight over. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you for trusting us with your son.
It's me now, isn't it?
So yeah, we're going to move on now to the next part of the show. So we started the show on a KX110, yeah? We're going to boost it up now. We're going to bring out a 454 stroke. Another full factory machine. If you purchase one of these with Kawasaki, it will come like this straight out of the box, guys. And we're going to see... Right guys, so now we're demonstrating some wheelies and stoppies on the 450 KX. Much bigger machine than we were using at the beginning of the show. He's even got some Christmas lights on his wheels as well. So let's have a little round of applause. He's about to go absolutely bonkers on this machine. Oh, that looks like we're having a little bit of trouble here. There we go, guys. Back in business, guys. These things do happen from time to time, just not very often. So nice, wheelie there. Working his way around the arena with KX 450. Lovely control. Guys, let me see those hands clapping for your European and British champ. Holding it all the way down this time. You want to see it? So Lee's going to make the tricks a little bit harder, guys, but only if you want to see it. Do you want to see the tricks get harder? Anything? Now Lee's going to go and lean as far back as he can, and he's going to get the rear mudguard straight in. Now your cue to make the noise is if you can lean that bar back. The rear mudguard is scraping on the floor, okay? Your cue will be to go absolutely bonkers as soon as you see that, guys. So here we go. Right, you ready? Right, guys, he's ready. Get ready to make some big powers. Straight back. So literally leaning right back. There straight in again. Looks like he's going to have to go one more on that rear. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Bowers. So it is absolutely going on in the arena today, guys. is absolutely shredding it. So we're going to find that 450 up, and that was machine number 2 of 3. So the next bike, which will be coming out a little bit later on in the show, will be the bike that Lee actually won all his European and British championships on. But now we're going to switch it up, and we're going to have a bit of a battle between our free runner and our Charles rider, okay? So it's man versus machine. We're going to start with Andre Burton, and he can down on this platform. What's the noise? Big side hop there. Neil going into a handstand splits. Always even going down. Huge press up. Palm spin on the box. Gain a flip off the platform. I can't see any hands clapping from British champions. So here we go, Andre's lining up to the ladder structure at the brink. Not quite sure what he's going to go for in this part. We've completely changed the rig for today's shows. In the middle of that ladder now. Got a little bit of flex. He's up to the top of the platform, guys. Now if he can drop down onto this old Kawasaki, you need to go mental, guys. Whoa! Right, so we still got Neil swinging on the bars. Flip off for Neil Hudson as well, guys. So now we're going to carry this battle on, and we're going to bring out a crazy high-tech piece of equipment that was years in the making. So this is our homemade high bar, which was made in Andre's shed, I believe. But we've nearly been hitting world record heights this week. And I think today could be the day that we're going to smash it. But that is absolutely pathetic. That is rubbish. That's rubbish, isn't it? That's rubbish. I couldn't even step over that, but I'm still saying it's rubbish. Raise it up, guys. So what we're going to do in this, we're going to keep raising the bar. We're going to get Neil jumping it, and we're going to get Andre bunny hopping it, okay? Whoever knocks the bar off is a loser, is out of the job. It's right near Christmas. They're not going to have a very nice... Yeah, it could be you. You've knocked it off a few times. So right, guys, we're going to bring Andre over. So 3, 2, 1. Nice big bunny hop there for our British champ, guys. You have so much room left on that. You absolutely smash it. Hold on a minute, buddy. We're going to make it a little bit more difficult for our free runner. We're going to make sure that every time he does this, I want him to flip over it, okay? So we're going to make it even harder for him. I know I'm not a very nice person, but I'm used to it. So here we go. Got to get a flip on this. Yes, Neil! Hold on a second. I think Lee wants to join in. Who wants to see Lee Powers join the high jump competition, guys? ZX 636 between his legs. Coming into the high bar with a little bit of speed, and he's gone for a flip over it. Right, so now we have 3 contenders. Things are getting a little bit more interesting. So we're going to raise the bar, and now you can see it's equal to handlebar height. Or well, it's actually a potato over handlebar height, apparently, according to Andre. So this is when the high hop competition starts getting difficult, guys. So 3, 2, 1, smash it again, mate. Yeah, that's absolutely no worries. So Neil coming in, he's got a flip it, remember. Smashed it as well. Still got loads to give on this. And now Lee Bowers coming in on the 636. Well, that's pretty good. I thought he was going to end with a face plant on the floor after though. So now we're going to raise the bar even more, guys. We're just going to keep on making it more difficult. So I say, what's world record about here? So we're a few inches off world record, but we're still pretty close. So we're going to see if we can beat it. We might not be able to, if not, oh well. But we're going to have a really good go, guys. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Andre. Killing it. So Neil Hudson. Yes, Neil. He's getting serious. Surely the emailers cannot do this one. So remember to follow everybody on all their social media outlets, please. Rise and down in his business. Oh, he's failed it! What a wally, guys. Don't give him a round of applause for that. Right, so I'm going to take that as Lee Fowler's resignation from the high jump competition. So we're going to put him back up there. Right, we're nearly at world record height now, guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. Do you think he's going to be able to bunny hop that, guys? What do you reckon? You do, don't you? I can see it. I know you believe in it. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. To be honest, I wasn't expecting him to do that. Right, here we go. Neil Hudson coming in, guys. And he's done it as well, guys. Right, we're going to have to make it even higher now, guys. Don't forget, at Little Mr. Energy on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, at Andre Burton, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And I'll show you how to get later, because I've done it too much already. Oh, you can't help yourself, can you, bud? He loves it. Right, guys. Pretty, I think that's looking like world record to me. So, count with you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Give him a big round of applause. Sterling attempt though. Right, so now, there's no way he can flip over that. Not a chance that he's going to pull this off, guys. I believe in you usually, but that is ridiculous, mate. Here we go. Right, he's coming in fast. No way. Neil Hudson, guys! What even just happened? That was insane. I can see Lee Dunham was absolutely buzzing. Check out Lee Dunham racing as well, guys. Google it. If you want any of you youngsters to get on the motorbikes and start having fun, off-road, LDR racing is your man for that, guys. So we're going to turn the music down, and I'm going to pass you over to our main man. Give us a round of applause for Lee Bowers, guys.
What does everyone think about commentator today? Don't you, I've got to pay more money if you do that. Right, I get asked loads and loads of questions about this ZX636. It's fully modified, loads of modifications, so rather than telling you each and individually, I'll do it all together. That way we can have a nice coffee and a biscuit and relax after. I'll just go through it quickly. By the way, Chloe's Facebook Live. I've got 2 million followers on my Facebook, so there's a lot of people viewing as well. So if you see the camera as you come round, just give a little wave. Modifications, 65 rear sprocket. I only get small spaces to do it in. This rig is 10 metres by 20 metres with a superbike. So it's very, very tight. So the big sprocket just helps with small spaces. Tank deck. Everyone says, what have you done to your tank deck? Why is it all bent? What have you done? Basically, it just gives me another seat, more grip, and polished tank would just fall off. This is just another seat for me. That's why I have raised clip-ons. Getting old now, it's easier to get in and out with my legs. Got a one finger activated clutch, is the blue one. Rear brake is the Brembo 19x20. One finger on each. Just so when I've got my foot off the standard foot brake, I've still got a rear brake. It's the only thing that stops you going past the point and splatting yourself. Activates 2 4-pot calipers on the hand and 1 4-pot on the foot. So when I use the foot, it activates 1 caliper. When I use the handbrake, it activates 2 calipers on the rear. So I've got ultimate power on the back. Got Maxxis tyres, EBC brakes on this bike. Got a ZX10 2016 front end on this bike with Brembo calipers. Need all the stopping power I can get. Pipeworks exhaust. I've not allowed a lot of noise in here, so we run a Pipeworks cam from behind. And that way I can put on a show for all you guys. The last modification is a cage, this big white thing on the side. When I do drop the bike, and it happens quite often, I normally roll around the floor, it don't put oil everywhere. Once there's oil down, I can't carry on the show, and you guys go over with a sad face and give me bad reviews. And I don't want that. That's enough bike modifications. Who wants to see some riding? I'm going to pass you back to my MC. You keep saying keep talking, but I've had enough, and I suppose you've had enough of my voice as well. Here you go.
Do you know what, mate? You actually did really well there. For a man with a really high-pitched voice, I think everybody understands you quite well. Give him a round of applause for doing a sterling job on the mic, guys. So we're going to get some music back on, and we're going to switch it up. So we're going to bring out the ZX636, guys. Fully modified, fully customised for stunting on. It's a bike that you won all the British and European championships on. So if you want to see some tricks from Lee Bowers, on the count of three, make some noise, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's get the tunes up. There we go. So we're going to get them tyres warmed up now, guys. With a beautiful 180s down each end of the arena. It's 40 on the ZX636. That is a job in itself. Into the 180s down the arena, guys. So he's got that hole on the back seat. Look at that, the crowd team giving him a couple without me asking. That's nice for you guys. Here we go. So into the circle, one-handed and one foot in the middle of the arena. Now he's switching feet, moving on to the other side of the bike, onto the right stump peg. Used to do a bit of ride back in the day. Cross-footed now on the back of the bike, guys, stepping over, switching feet. Let me see them hands clapping if you're enjoying Mr. Lee Bowers. Now this is one of the secret tricks out there, guys, getting low. One of the best looking tricks when he's getting proper crouched down. So he's up on that side of the bike now with a bit of wave to the crowd. He's looking at everyone. I think he wants some noise by the looks of things, guys. We've also given away a refined raw helmet. And if you go speak to one of the Kawasaki team, they'll tell you how you can win the helmet. No-handed, guys, wow! Now anytime you see these hands completely come off the bike, you need to be going mental. Now sitting back down, one hand off, two hands off. Now when he sat down, the tricks are 10 times more difficult than when you stood up. Now this is the tiniest circle you're going to see, guys. That is insane. Make some real noise for Lee Bowers. Sick. Crazy, crazy, crazy tight circles there, guys. So let's see what he's got in store for us next. Don't forget, at Lee Bowers, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, taking those hands off the bike again, just using his body weight to steer the machine at the moment. Standing up, no-handed as well. Sitting down, he's gone for the lazy boy, but literally, he's so relaxed. He's just chilling out right now. Close up, I want it. Straight into the close, guys, standing up on the fuel tank. Surely we can do a better round of applause than that, easy. Straight up into that Christ position again. Right down. Switch back, guys, 180 body burial. Riding backwards. Getting that bike. Spin down in, he's looking at the crowd. Visor down, having a little boogie on the bike. So this guy will ride all day long if you let him as well. So switching back round. So we got a little bit of a surprise today. We got another rider. Her name's Diane. She's going to jump straight on the big bike. And she's going to show you some stunts, guys. If you want to see Diane do some wicked stunts on the 6v6 on a count of three, make some noise. 1, 2, 3! Right, so Lee Bowers jumping on the back. Let's see what they've got on this next part of the show. Switching up. We've not done this all week since we've been here. Coming through the tightest part of the arena. So guys, get ready. Diane holding on for her life right now, guys. Waving in the crowd. He's front locked into that rear pocket on the back seat. Diane taking both hands off. The wheelies are getting dialed in the middle of the arena. So let's see where they're going out for us. Working the way around the back of the arena, which we've changed up just for this weekend. So she's still on the bike, guys. Round of applause, guys! I want to go to that next time, it looks fun. So we're just going to keep going and going. One more round of applause for Diane, guys. So you've got something else left for us, buddy, have you? Before you can say that. Oh, it looks like we're having a little bit of a technical issue. Big endo there from the bars right down to the other end of the arena. Hold on a minute, Neil, can we just turn the tubes out a second, buddy? I think we've got a bit of an issue on our main machine here. Right, guys, we've got to apologise for any inconvenience. I think we're having a little technical issue with a 636. It's all those modifications he's got on it, you see. Andre's on, actually, he's just rolled down his backside there, guys. Give him a round of applause. I'm surprised the back wheel didn't get stuck in it, for honest with you. So now we're going to switch it up with our riders. We're going to use Andre and we're going to use Lee Bowers. And they're going to team up to try and do some wicked skills on the mountain bike and the 6v6. So Lee's up on that platform, still holding that wheelie. Now keep your eye on Andre. He's going to try and hold on top of that old machine. Huge there, down to flat, guys. So we still got the circles. So Andre's going to try and work his way up the ring now, guys. Keep your eye on Andre Band, guys. This is when he starts bringing out the biggest lines that he's got. So working his way up to the ladder. That gap is pretty big then. On top of the platform again. Turning it around. Now guys, if he makes it down the ladder, we're going to have to go absolutely insane and make some huge noise for Andre. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? We've been a wicked crowd so far, guys. You've been making loads of noise. You've been making us feel really welcome. So we're going to do some even bigger and better tricks for you. So we're going to Andre spin it one way. Little kick from Andre's wheel from Lee Bowers. Spin it opposite ways. Put your hands together for Andre Byrne and Lee Bowers, guys. Huge shout out to all the sponsors as well. Kawasaki, Maxis Tires, Bikeworks, Icon. For keeping these guys riding. So we're going to set it up and we're going to move on to Neil's biggest flip of the show. So if you've got Instagram, make sure you hit Neil up at Neil Mr. Energy. So he runs parkour and free running workshops if you any of the kids are interested. Big top flip, gain on the flats. That was crazy, guys. Need more claps. Right, working his way through the rig, which we recently changed around. He's up onto the ladder, up onto the top. This is Neil's biggest flip, guys. If he makes it, whoa! And now Lee Bowers going in for a headstand split. And Neil with a side tap through the legs, guys. Crazy business there. Is everybody enjoying our tricks from our guys, yeah? So now, we're going to have to go. We weren't going to ask for a volunteer, but there's someone who really doesn't want to do it in the crowd. So we're going to be quite big and we're just going to drag them in. We don't ask questions sometimes. Sometimes we just do what we want. You just got to take it like a man sometimes. So we're bringing them in. So let's have a round of applause for our willing volunteer. This is actually quite dangerous what we're going to do on this bit, guys. Put it this way, we're putting this gentleman's future in jeopardy with what we're about to do. So we're going to start off by lying him on the ground, okay? And we're going to demonstrate some precision MTV chart skills. We're going to get Andre to do all kinds of crazy hops, millimeters away from this shot head, legs, and a few other body parts you're about to see. So what we're going to do, should we make it a little bit more interesting, Dre? Right. So then, guys, you might want to close your eyes on this bit, gentlemen, because this is when it gets a little bit dicey. We're going to split his legs. We're going to send our trials rider up here. He's going to lift his front wheel in the air, and he's going to jump with his back wheel, and he's going to land right by this guy's nuts, basically. But I heard from this bait that he's actually hung like a squirrel anyway, so he's not in too much danger. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to start getting a bit of a clap on for our volunteer on this one. It does go wrong, by the way, this does actually go wrong. So here we go. There's that front wheel in the air. Close your eyes, mate. Breathe in. Oh! So this is when he starts bouncing around all over the body, inches away, working his way round. It's going to get a bit tickly now, mate. Straight into the nuts. Dig down to the nose. And then 3, 2, 1. Yes, guys. Give a big round of applause, please. Sorry about that, mate. I know you're not like a squirrel or anything. So, has everybody been enjoying the show, guys? Do you know what? Because you've actually been a wicked crowd, we've had some absolutely terrible crowds this week. And you guys have made us feel really, really welcome. So I reckon we can show you one last big trick from everybody if you want to see it. If you want to see it on the count of 3, say yeah. 1, 2, 3! Okay then. So one more time. Lee Bowers, Andre Burton, and Neil Hudson inside the right arena. Neil with a handstand split. Andre's going to get some spins on the box. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been amazing. Thank you for watching. Thanks to everybody on Facebook. We are done. We're back at 1:45. Thank you very much, guys.